These are the Native American pit houses. Dug down into the ground and then built teepee-like structures over the holes. Here's the campsite. After supper, the second night in camp, Les is telling stories. So this is our third day. We've paddled about 30 minutes. It's a lot warmer. It rained during the night. It rained a little this morning at breakfast. It rained a little at supper time. We got our clothes dry. Everybody's tremendously happier. Well, they were already by last night. We paddled 35 miles yesterday. That was really something. I'm sure I'll never paddle that far in my life again. But we've edited out and we're walking about a half mile to a hot spring.
Oh, okay. I love it.
We're hiking to a hot spring. And it's just different terrain at this level. We're not that far above the river. A few hundred feet already. Little creek that we're along. It's really running. It looks like where we're going is up there. Up the little creek. And there's Les getting back to the boat after the hot springs. We'll paddle 25 miles today.
We're stopped for lunch. And this is all my little guys boating. It's still pretty cold today. We had hoped the sun was going to come out and really warm us up, but not yet. They're still having fun. That's Lori getting ready to surf a wave. Topography is absolutely gorgeous. It's just really beautiful through here. There's Ron, Trey, not sure who that is in the other boat over there. Might be Marty. Marty may have gotten in. Here they are setting up for lunch. It's quite an operation. You would not believe the gourmet meals we have, and they get them done so quickly. They get there, the whole camp set up and everything quicker than we can get our tents done usually, but that's okay. I always just say they're the professionals and we're the novices. There's Hugh. How is it?
It's wonderful.
I believe it's lunchtime. All the little fishies have to come out.
How's it going, Ron? How's it going?
It's going fine. My hands are cold.
You want a pogie? I got a set of pogies. You want a set of pogies?
No.
I got a towel.
There's Wes, our host.
Lunch is ready. Come on, Susan, let's eat lunch.
Did the horses that come to visit us at lunch today? They're absolutely gorgeous. There's my little kayakers. Everybody made it through the falls. Ron had to swim, but that was okay. They got him out efficiently. He's back in his boat, and off we go. The geography is absolutely incredible. I don't think you'd be able to see anything more beautiful anywhere you traveled in the world. And I tell you, it makes me think that I'm going to spend a lot more time exploring the USA. Absolutely just totally beautiful. The scenery is just incredible. We're on a flat part of the river now. Everybody's starting to get kind of cold. Looking forward to camp. Dry clothes, something hot to drink. There's Marty. Trey.
Right, and then right below it a little bit to the right is a kind of lateral.
This is the rapid we're getting ready to go down. It's called Haystack. And you can see it is pretty big. I'm going to scan back it up so you can kind of get a better idea what it looks like.
But I think I would end up on the right side.
We're all standing here trying to decide how to best run it. There's our little kayaking crew. A little cold.
It's hard to believe that little creek pushed all this material out here.
So I put all this dirt right here.
There you go, Susan. Proof.
It's cold. We're wet.
Okay. Here goes the first raft. Here goes Hugh. Here goes Marty. Go Marty! There goes Trey. Making it look easy. And there goes Lori. Look at them go. Look at them go. Everybody made it. They're looking great.
Good.
Unfortunately, it's our turn to go. Alrighty.
So we're at camp on the third night, and we're at significantly lower elevation. We started out at 6,500 feet, and the first day we went down 50 feet per mile, and today we've been going maybe 25 to 30 feet per mile down. We've had some absolutely great rapids. This is just a beautiful place. But it was interesting, another group joined us. And why did the other group join us? Because the ranger assigned 2 different groups to this campsite. So we're having to share with some people and just doing a complete turnaround here. So we're going to walk down this way and see what we can see. We can hear a big rapid down below, but you know, it could be big, we don't know. The river just runs so fast that it's just awesome. We get a little bit of snow on that peak. We've gone up some more.
We're scouting the rapids for tomorrow. There's a nice lovely drop going down on around the corner. But you have to be careful because it's so beautiful. You tend to focus on the gorgeous terrain and not the water. There's some little campers.
They're terrifying.
Are you terrified?
We go over those rapids and our mouths are hanging wide open. If we rolled over, we would drown because our mouths are open.
The only reason their mouths are open is they're hollering, yee-haw! 2 more little campers up there. 2 little cuties having a good time.
Some little nighttime things. We've got everything hung out because the sun finally came out. And we're trying to dry stuff out. We've had 2 swims today, so that's 4 on the trip. So we've had our supper and people are sitting around the campfire. And the other group that's here is from Sweden. And look at, they are having a ball when I'm playing the guitar with the harmonica and singing. And the girls are hooping and doing whatever else they're doing. And I don't know what. I don't know what else though.
Well, it's another day. Everything here is just incredible, including the sky. Check this out. We have sun, blue sky, very few clouds. As you can see, the topography has changed. It just gets more beautiful every single day. I'm going to try to keep this on for a few minutes as we go around this bend and let you see just what vistas we get to see every minute of the day. We just saw some bighorn sheep running on the hillside. Just everything is just incredible. It's much, much warmer today. God has just really blessed us with a perfect day. We're all going to stay safe. We're going for lots of hikes, see some waterfalls, get into camp a little earlier, play some games. It's going to be a great day. There's our little kayakers. That's Hugh and Lori playing in a wave. There's Marty and Trey and Ron and Bruce. Paddling past this gorgeous waterfall right now. It's absolutely beautiful. We're having a wondrous, wondrous, glorious day. The sun is shining. Is it not beautiful?
So we're still on our hike. Everybody's coming to this bridge. So we walked on up. Oh, here's Trey. Here we are at lunchtime again on our 4th day of the Middle Salmon trip. We're fixing to get into the Canyon of No Return, and there's no trails, and no, he said there's no trails from here on down. The trails went around this mountain, and it was the last part to be explored, because rivers were explored with horses and donkeys alongside the river, pulling rafts and things. They were explored from the bottom. And
this is just one of the most beautiful days you can ever imagine. We have had such a good day. The sun's shining, it's nice and warm. We're stopped for lunch. As you can see, there's Mr. Ron out on a rock, enjoying the sunshine. We've had just a wonderful day. That's Lassie's getting some things marinating for dinner tonight. They're always thinking ahead, this group. They're amazingly organized. There's Marty. Hugh. Trey. Now the guides. We're gonna head down some more rapids, and then we're going to get out and take a hike at a falls called Bell Falls. We're all excited about it. And I think everyone here is absolutely enjoying every minute of the sunshine. I don't have a journal this trip, but our first 3 days were less than optimum probably. First day it rained, it sleeted, and it snowed on us, and it was probably about 40 degrees. Actually, the water might have been warmer than the air temperature. So it was not the easiest of times for anybody. But then the next day was a little warmer, we had a little sun break through, but then it rained and remained cold the rest of the time. Yesterday we had a little rain, but mostly we had some warmer temperatures and just overcast skies, but it was still pretty cold by the end of the day. Today, it could not be more perfect. And we're looking forward to setting up camp, picking up our bocce tournament, and just having a wonderful evening.
I didn't think I'd get any chance to hang out with my mommy.
Trey getting in the boat. Marty with his.
Marty looks cool.
Marty made a great rescue today. There's Lori going to paddle the trigger this time. First raft going down the river.
Marty got turned. Want me to wait here? Okay. Okay, Hugh.
We've stopped to scout, and this is called Red Face.
Is there a hole right down the bottom down there too though, or is it rock? Yeah, there's a hole down there.
Just mean looking. So it's just Trey and Marty and Lori that are paddling right now. There's a boat, a raft eddied out down there with throw ropes for whoever swims. It's not the swimming that's so dangerous here. It's getting stuck in this hole right here, or that hole right there, or maybe the one over there. There goes our run. Finally, here is Bruce, and followed by Marty and Lori. And Bruce looks nice and calm. And that's what I would do, aim at the middle. Now Marty's going into the hole. Uh-oh. So see how they turn to the side over there?
Yep. I can't turn sideways through this way.
Okay.
Some rafters they went. Yeah. Beautiful waterfall. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, darling.
How's the ride? So like a bunkin run coat?
Absolutely.
A little bit wet?
Just, very little.
Yesterday we were absolutely dying cold at this time. And today I'm in a t-shirt and gym shorts, wet and
It is
fine.
absolutely beautiful.
It just has to do with the sun coming out. Hold on tight. So working hard. Some people up on the shore. Oh, that's our camp. I see. Getting out at the pictograph place. Lisa and Ariana. Ron tying up our boat. And Lori. And Les, our host. And Marty. And Trey just had the run of his life. And Trey, if Trey ever does anything that adventurous and that great again, it has to be something dramatic that I don't want to hear about. He just ran Upper Weber or Weber Falls, and he rolled right at the bottom, but he rolled right back up. They scouted it probably 30 minutes before they decided whether to run it at all. And there's Brooke, Marty, Les, Trey, Lori, Ariana, Lisa, Ron, Lori, Susan, and me. Yeah, so 3 rafts, a bunch of kayaks. Some of the kayaks are obviously on the boat, including mine, because I wanted to ride with Susan for a while. Lori did for a while today. We got out of the boat to go look at some more Indian pictographs. The ones we saw before that were red were 8,000 years old, and these are too. We don't know who put these ones here, but the last Indians that lived in the area were called sheep eaters. But the Indians of the same tribe that ate buffalo were called buffalo eaters, and the ones that ate deer were called deer eaters, so really didn't mean much. So here's some of the Indian pictographs that have been dated to be over 8,000 years old.
Make sure
A
you don't
horse
touch them,
up
you
there.
guys. Yeah, and these are exactly. What really kills me is the water dribbles down there and it's falling.
His mouth is open, his tongue is sticking out, and it's forked. And then he's very well endowed.
It's an elk.
Yeah. Big cojones. Yeah, big cojones. Elk.
His antlers are real big too.
Yeah, his antlers are huge. And then there's a line above it with all these little dots. And if you look above that, there's almost kind of a spider-like figure that's up above that, and then to the right is kind of a real faded spiral up in there. But pictographs, there's pictographs and petroglyphs, and pictographs are pictures, and petroglyphs are where they picked into the rock. So if you've been down to the southwest, we've done it where we've mixed it with olive oil, you know, and painted little rocks and stuff like that. And I mean, it stains your hands for a couple days. It's just amazing stuff. I don't know where there's a source for that around here, and if they didn't, they would trade for that kind of stuff. As Les mentioned, there's all different colors down here. Mainly red is kind of the main, but we've seen orange and yellow and white and black. And there's another little panel just across the river from camp. If any of you guys are interested in seeing it before we get to camp, there's some yellow and black and white in there. But anyway, pictographs are considered rock art, and a lot of people have a lot of different theories about it. Some say it was just a big information board and kind of a newspaper that told you stories about what was going on, mainly hunts. You know, anything that was really big that was happening, they generally would talk or paint or write about. And then some say it was the shamans, it was the medicine men of the tribe that would actually go out on vision quests and have these visions of things, and then they were the ones who painted. Some think it was kids that were kind of doodling around. It was probably a combination of all that. But generally, you see that you have, you have all kinds of bone and stuff. But what's really amazing about these pictograph panels is that it's as close as you can get to their language, without really knowing. And no one really knows. It's just like art today. You can look at a picture and think it's a beautiful landscape or think it's a pizza, Everybody has their own interpretation. But it's, in direct sunlight, the stuff is so faded.
Oh.
And all that over there.
Looking for more pictographs. And she found some.
And look at this guy, he's pretty big.
Yeah, this one has got prickles.
Okay. 8,000 years old. Art. Unknown peoples. Looks like a wolf coming after a elk.
No, they didn't have horses. You can have, that could mean that there's different periods that people are coming in here and putting this stuff on. And the interesting thing about pictographs is you can't read it.
We're in the Canyon of No Return section because there's no roads, no ways in or out except for from the top and from the bottom of the canyon. And we'll well over 20 miles, maybe 25 miles. And the canyon has really narrowed in certain places, and we've had some really rushing water. Absolutely amazing. We've seen wonderful waterfalls, and we've seen rock slide areas. Really neat. We're way up high. We hiked way up this hill. Some other group with smaller rafts.
Cataract.
Cataract.
one more tidbit of info. There is a panel downstream, and we won't be able to go to it, but it's called Stoddard, and they haven't been able to ding it.
You can tell us how it's stopped.
It's fun.
Back on the river. See Marty and Trey hit some big waves in a second.
Because see Susan and Hugh and Lisa get some big waves in a second. Marty. Whoa, what the heck?
My battery's going. Nope, that's my last one.
Oh, that's your last one?
Yeah.
Oh no, nothing on the middle there, on the main.
Oh no, we can charge them between the two. Come into camp. Pretty little beach.
Okay, here comes Les. This is the biggest rapid in the river. It's called Rubber. And it is a booger. There's Trey coming right behind him. It's hard to see him, but you can see the yellow paddle every now and again. There he is. Coming on through. Come on, Trey. Paddle, baby, paddle. You can do it. You can do it. Okay, here comes Marty right behind him in the ducky. He's doing great. Marty's doing great. Where's Lori?
Lori's just right in front of the raft up there. Lori is not way up on the side of the river like everybody else.
Of course, here she comes. I see her.
Lori's in the middle.
I got her. Here comes Lori. She's whipping it. Showing out, as always. And where is she? Oh, she's got tossed. She got tossed. There she is. Woohoo! There she comes. She's flying on down through Rubber. Okay, good job, everybody.
That was world class, Lori.
World-class ride for Lori Barrow.
So today is Monday, and we have finished the Middle Fork. About 5 miles up, we reached the confluence with the main Salmon, and the river's gotten much bigger, and we've seen much bigger waves. We've seen waves that are probably 10, 15 feet high that we've been able to go over. The rafts seem to have more dramatic occurrences when we go over these waves than the kayaks. And traditionally, this is a separate trip that we're starting today. We elected to do back-to-back trips. The Middle Fork of the Salmon River, now the main Salmon. Nobody is joining us, so one of the rafts has dropped out and been trucked back to McCall. Some of the people that were on the trip with us down the Middle Fork will be going out tomorrow on the Middle Fork, with a new group of people. The temperature has dropped again, and we spent the night last night in a lodge before we start this part of the trip. This is the Salmon River Lodge, and it's just wonderful. Now we have Trey and Lori and Ron and Susan and me and Lisa and Ariana and Bruce and 2 rafts and the kayaks. This is a neat little place. It's on the side of the river. Here's the little generator that makes the electricity. Comes down this pipe that you can see from where it's dammed up, this creek that you can hear. They have cooked us some great food. We're going to pile in all our stuff onto a tractor. We had a great breakfast here this morning. I'm going to walk down to my kayak because I'm missing my dry top. The other side of the little cabins where we stayed. And just absolutely beautiful. Trey and Ron and I could really like this place. They have a tractor. They have a great shop. They look like they have every kind of tool here. Sort of self-sufficient. This place freezes in the winter. Sometimes they get stuck here. They have a jet boat that can actually go upstream through the rapids at certain levels of water. In actuality, higher levels it's easier than lower levels.
Amazing, like how much water flows, you know, in, and that it's never, you know, I mean it goes down in volume, but it's never stops.
That's incredible.
You know, and you're like, where's the faucet?
This is Monday. We're on the main Salmon. Having a wonderful day. Everybody but me is in kayaks, but that's okay with me. No problem. Here come the kayakers through. Here come the kayaks through. We're near Rapid. And it's Bruce. Can't tell who's behind him. Trey's behind him. Here they come. There's Ron. Here, Trey. There's Lori over to the side. And Ari and the next strap will come around the corner in a minute. They seem to be having a good time. Yeah, there's Ari. There's Ron.
It's gone!
There's Trey.
Yeah, it's probably washed out today.
And here. And Marty.
So it's Monday night. We've set up camp. And as you can see, it's raining and it turned cold again. The wind this afternoon got so cold that it was blowing us almost back upstream. And that's saying a lot for a river that goes that fast. We set up camp. And there's the campers down there. Susan's reading her book. And the bathroom is up there. You sit on the throne right on the edge of the river. People don't come by. It's just right on the edge of the river. Nice and neat. They're already cooking down there. Bruce and Ariana and Lisa, probably. Susan's got her orange hat on. Trey's got his light blue raincoat. And my boat is pulled up here. We got in a hot spring, so it was one of the neatest things you ever saw. It was up to it was probably over your head sitting, but it was up to we're sitting around on rocks, and it was up to our necks. And we put our tents up here because the wind was blowing from the cooking tent down to here. So cool. Well, now it's after supper and the sun has come out. We see some blue sky and it's absolutely beautiful. it's cold. Here when the sun isn't out, it's really cold. And then when the sun comes out, you can wear a t-shirt and gym shorts. But I think it's going to be a good night. We're going to go for a walk. We're going to walk to another hot springs. And we pretty much wear our little Speedos or tiny bikini bathing suits so that we can go to the springs, things that dry real quick. And everybody gets in. We went to one of the hot springs and there was a group from Sweden, and I'll have to just tell you, they did things a little different in the hot springs than we're used to in America. Lori and Ron and I took a little walk after supper. This is a rare little shoals type area that we don't see on either the Middle Fork or the main Salmon. Sandy area, flat. We've looked for life. We found a lot of interesting things. Little periwinkles starting to grow. We've seen yellow-bellied marmosets, which are rather large mammals, rodent-type mammals, maybe beaver-sized mammals, and some chipmunks and some squirrels. The squirrels are just as black as can be here.
So it's just them?
You guys all want to get up there?
So we're at a hot springs that we hiked to from our
I was turned that way.
campsite. The water comes out 130 degrees, which is too hot to get in today. And we've all had a nice hike. Look at this neat rock. Is this amazing rock? Look at the pink in it. So we stopped for lunch. This is Tuesday, and we just visited Lisa's good friend Sharon and Newt, and they have the nicest house. It's just a beautiful yard, and we stopped for lunch, and it's cold. There's a little bit of blue sky coming out. We've seen a little bit today, and it's absolutely amazing. The no heat stays in this area. Even with this river, there's no moisture hardly, and it can warm up so quick if a little sun comes out, and it can get so cold. I would say Susan probably has 3 layers on her pants. She has long underwear and then pants and that, and I think she has rain pants. So she has 4 layers on the bottom, probably 5 or 6 at the top. Toboggan. I have lots of layers as well. I have long underpants, my Speedo bathing suit, my gym shorts, and some rain pants to be sort of not waterproof but splash resistant and wind resistant. And in the top I have my heater and a t-shirt, polypro t-shirt, polypro heater, and my dry top. I stay warm from my neck to my belly. My spray skirt also wraps around my dry top at the waist. So that gives me some warmth there. When I'm in the boat, I'm staying warm in my feet and all, except for these darn wet lycra socks and wet river shoes that there's no way they dry off during the week, and you put them on absolutely freezing cold and wet in the morning. Here's the raft Susan's riding in, and you see everything is strapped down. It is very river worthy. It's been almost totally vertical both sideways and end to end in the waves. There's the raft that Ariana is paddling, and she's doing great. She's carrying more cargo. And then it's Ron and Lori and me and Trey, and Bruce the guide is in the water today. And there's Ariana and then Bruce and then Lisa past them.
So when the prospectors got down here, Jim would sell, you know, his provisions, and he'd sell all kinds of things. He made brandies and stuff like that. And then Bill would charge $1 a horse or $1 a person and 50 cents a horse, something like that, to cross, you know, the ferry system. So he had so many visitors that came through, and he built all these cabins with all the wood, all the timber that was on the property, cleared this whole area, all hand-hewed logs, built them himself, you know, over a span of probably 50 years, and pretty amazing guy. But the Forest Service came in here, the Historical Society came in here about 10 years ago and started fixing up the cabins. And this one, the two-story guy, was leaning like this. And so they completely took it apart, and you know,
This is like a no-name rapid right before our camp. It's going to be fun to watch the kayakers come through it. We just had a little rainstorm while we were up visiting. Some old miner cabins, but now the guys are getting ready to shoot this rapid. There's Bruce in the front. Ron's right behind him with a red paddle. I think that's Trey in the yellow boat. And it'll be Hugh and Lori. Probably in that order. Lori usually comes down last. There's Ron. Trey should be right alone. And that's you, not Trey. There's Trey. And we look way back upstream somewhere. Should be Lori, right there. Staying in the waves.